welcome back to another episode of Red Hill Racing Podcast. I'm Ben Knight, joined once again by Mr. 43X, Dustin Lee.
43X. Man, I'll probably never see 44.
Shit.
I might retire before I see 44.
We know that's all lie. Not safe for work. Already said shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Calling my boy out on his lies. He ain't stop until he gets to 50.
I don't know. Does it matter? Is there
no.
a difference between 50 and 43?
No.
Not
I might
really.
miss the last XDA race. I might go to a wedding. I'm just whatever.
Well, some people should never plan weddings during races.
Man, ain't different. No, most normal people don't give three F's about racing. So, or
Hey, I
no,
look at those
or
people
no.
like, oh, okay, I won't be at their wedding.
I
Sorry.
know. We'll see.
Racing's life. Here I am
Oh
wanting to
man.
retire, and now I'm wanting to do it over
Yeah, I was gonna
weddings.
say, yeah,
Racing's
exactly.
way better than a wedding. Come on, let's be real.
I don't know. I've been to some pretty awesome weddings.
Basically, you go there with whoever you take, and you sit down and you eat, and you might get to see the people that's getting married a couple times and talk to them, and that's pretty much it.
I don't know. I have some epic all-time stories from weddings, so there's that.
I mean, I don't like partying,
Notably
so
Spencer's. That one was
yeah. See, I didn't stay for the after stuff of that.
Oh, yeah. Well, you missed the. Well, no, the wedding itself was cool. All right, we're way off track already.
Yeah, we are.
This
Yeah,
is awesome.
this is like I would go. It's a XDA recap / we're gonna ramble. Obviously, we done it, so whatever.
Yeah, it seems like I don't know. I think we're both tired, which is weird because we didn't even race this past weekend.
What did I do this weekend? Oh, I fought the rain. I worked
Yeah,
outside when it wasn't raining.
I
Yeah.
don't know. So this is my
We
boys
had
wearing me
great
out.
weather at XDA. That's the first damn thing I want to mention. Who goes to the bike fest and it's the high of 85?
It
Like,
was pretty
we were
nice.
blessed with decent weather. But
But
boy,
hold
we
up.
got home here in Tennessee. It's been flash floods every day until today.
Yeah,
Since.
it's been 95 plus pretty much for the last week here.
Yeah.
We have to shout out our sponsors. We're surrounded
We
by
don't
them.
have to. We're
We
gonna.
love them. We
Yeah.
love them. They surround us. It's like a halo for us or
Yeah.
something. We love them. Where's my hearts? Oh, it's not up. There it is.
Well, it wasn't a very good heart, but it's a little better. There you go.
Boom. All right. Shout
Got
out
him.
to University of Wynn. Talking about that, might as well spill the news. When y'all listen to this tomorrow, Wednesday night, we have a special guest joining me and Dustin in the crew. The ET gangster himself. What is he? The best big man Busa bracket racer in the country?
Sounds right. Quad B's.
Yes.
Best big best big man Busa bracket racer. Yeah, quad
Yeah.
B's. That's
Quad
it.
B's. We
The
got
four
quad
B's,
B's.
baby.
Yeah. We got the ET gangster. No, we're super pumped to have Jeff
Quote
joining
unquote, you may
us.
or may not have me. You don't know that yet. But.
Well, I think you'll hang out. But even if Dustin doesn't join, we got Jeff. Just super cool to have fellow racers being willing to join us in our school calls and school members and just share some knowledge and tips. So super excited about that.
He gonna drop the secrets, them old E secrets on them.
Oh yeah, skills catalyst. Shout out to Old English. Next up, being at be blah 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 blah. Promise I haven't been drinking yet because I don't really drink anymore. Anyways, BMF Motorsports, Mr. Mike Burkhart. We need to see you at the track again
New
soon.
carbon forged. He's got new forged carbon
He's
tank
working
shells.
on some new stuff. Hit him up if you want some. Getting close to ECU season. Max ECU and Steve Nichols, Montgomery Motorsports, MPS Racing, Shock Wizard and the Penske Racing Shocks crew. We got Dustin's very own Hard Times Parts and Service, the infamous DME Racing. Then we got Schnitz Racing, Brock's Performance, MTC Engineering, BST Wheels, Mitch Brown and Monster Race Products, Ralphie and Platinum General Services representing tonight, coincidentally. And last but certainly not least, the best balls in the world, Worldwide Bearings.
One thing about DME real quick is for some reason I've been selling fiberglass Beasley stuff lately. As a
It's because we shouting it out here.
well, just want to mention that uh sold a tire tub and a few little things, but um if you forgot, Beasley, DME had bought Beasley's molds, and Mr. Bruce Sauer got a GS headlight bucket and cover, which what people forget that that's a thing. You buy a fiberglass bucket with the little cover and for a bar bike if you don't have a fairing and put it on there. So just mentioning that don't forget that if you are building or freshen up your bike, there is Beasley fiberglass products available, and it's pretty quick. I think I ordered the headlight like Friday and it shipped today, I think.
That's
So
awesome.
2 or 3 days, they popped that baby right out. Basically, just long enough for it to cure. I thought it was impressive. I was like, damn, and then shipped. Cool. But
Yeah.
you know, um, the worker that does that stuff is ready. Now, this time of year, he has to do like evening shifts because it's like Africa hot in the building that he works in, but he gets stuff done. He don't mess around. One of them old school hard working men getting it done.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, good shout
What
out
is
right
that
there.
like? Is that like Gen Z?
Oh, I don't know about that.
You
Yeah.
know, the tough guy, like our uncles, like the ones that'll just work all day and not complain a bit. That's the kind of guy he is.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Good people. Let's get into XDA. I broke it up by shouting out our sponsors, but yeah, we were blessed with a solid weekend weather-wise. Yeah, let's just jump right back into it. You want to start going down through some results,
Got to
or
start at the bottom. Us bottom feeders, us bracket racers. We'll start at the bottom and work our way up
we'll
from the
start with
bracket.
let's start reverse. What? No, I don't want to do that. Let's start with Friday.
Well, yeah, let's do it by day. Friday would be the gamblers race, right?
That's right. That's
Sponsored by
right.
me.
Sponsored by you. That's funny.
Oh, I mean, I don't have to say hard times parts and service. Y'all be
That's right.
knowing. So,
Look,
man,
I got this one. Just give it to me. Hand her on
the
over.
final
Look,
was good. Like it was our
no,
people.
well, yes. Yes. I gue- uh, I guess so. I mean, like, look, here's the deal.
Wait
I
a
was
minute.
going to
Am I in
win
the
that
wrong
race.
race?
I was going to win the gamblers race Friday until I
I
had to
think I'm,
race Mark Schwam.
I think I'm on the wrong race.
And
I am on the wrong race.
I mean, I
I was
like the
about to
people
tell
that are in
her.
the finals. I like Mark and Kevin.
Oh, yeah, but see, I clicked on the wrong weekend and it was Boo and Jason Samora.
Well, that makes a little more sense. I was like, yeah, I like the two guys that was in the
Yeah, these
final.
two are good too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Look, we ain't even gonna edit. We love y'all too.
Man,
We love you.
if y'all got time, go on the XDA racing website and go to the results and click on the gamblers race and
Oh yeah,
just peep the winner circle photo and just
it's
see what you
solid.
see.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. They
solid. We
didn't get
got
it this time, did they?
nope, nope. Didn't catch it this time. They caught it when I was wearing it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
ET Gangster, we'll put it like this, has some special T-shirts, and this one is vividly displayed. Um,
Wow.
so yeah,
Ain't it?
we'll get to it. I was going to win the gamblers race until I raced Mark Schwam fourth round. He was 14 total. I got beat. I was 25 on the tree and eligible. Mark proceeded in the semifinals to go. I think it was 12 total or whatever on my buddy Jimmy Miller. And in the final, he raced Kevin Twardowski. Sorry, Kevin, if I butchered your last name. Jeff's buddy. And yeah, it's a good final, but Mark was on a roll. 024 reaction time, double breakout race. He got Kevin. So
I
shout
want
out
to
to
point out
Mark
that I was going
Schwam.
to win the race too until I went 001 red first round. Since Ben said he was going to win it, I'm like, well, hell, I was going to win it too until I went red first round.
Look, and we talked about it during our school call last week. Because Dustin and I we shared all our racing, but I was on a roll. I was racing really, really good Friday. And look, sometimes you're racing good and you just get beat, right? And sometimes you don't race that good and you just win. I mean, it's the way it works, Bubs, right? That's the way of the world.
Saturday would be, let's see, if you go to the next day, the next thing that had eliminations would be Top Sportsman, right?
Yeah, that sounds right. That bracket bash.
Yeah, well, the Top Sportsman ended before the bracket bash, so I feel like it would be the next one.
Okay, go for it.
The
You're up.
Rain Man, Sean Rainey.
That's right, man. He was excited too. That
In
was
the
cool to see.
final, he raced Arthur Lawrence, which was on a brand new build turbo bike. I think it might have been the first, maybe second race. It's pretty fresh. And final was a good one. The Rain Man was 004, about 805, went 806 with a one. Arthur was 025 and dialed a 770 and went 772. So pretty good race. It was, the Rain Man put the tree on him, but 025 ain't a bad light. That goes a long way at these races with no delay boxes. So actually looking hell in the semis, he was 004. So he moved one
Oh
thou
yeah, he
between
was rocking,
mowing the
man.
tree. Yeah.
Rocking for
He has
sure.
lots of energy. I wish I could just borrow a little bit of it sometimes. He is hell right there. Mark Schwama's in the semis who won the gamblers.
Uh-huh.
So he
Oh, he
was
was rolling, man. Let me tell you what, he was rolling on the
he,
weekend
he was clicking off rounds, getting
for
it done.
sure.
Now it's on you in the bracket bash, which had a very odd um, semi and final.
Yeah. So our buddy Mr. Christmas, Nick Christmas from Ohio, who started venturing this way. Um, that's Jeremy England's favorite racer, by the way. He's his idol for sure.
Yeah, I mean he's got a hero. Maybe Jeremy to get a tat.
I think so. But no,
He
shout out to
likes
Nick.
Christmas too, so I mean he really does. Truthfully, I mean he likes like the holiday
Yeah.
Christmas, so maybe that's why he likes Nick so much.
But I think you and I both met Nick through Chris Sikowski and Jason Samora.
Yep.
They're all super great
Mm-hmm.
guys. Two of them are part of the University of Win, not Nick, but super great racer. And anyways, Nick was the big winner of the bracket bash. In the what the
You not remember this?
I mean, like I do, but I don't.
So at
So
round six, Nick Christmas was sitting on a bye,
right,
and
that
Sam
makes sense.
Sanders won, and Nick Hamlet won. So they come back for the semis at three. Sam Sanders' bike would not fire.
Okay.
Nick took another solo pass, Nick Christmas, and then Nick Hamlet took his solo pass. Unfortunately, about 400 or 500 foot out, Nick Hamlet's bike broke a cam chain. So they come back for the final. Um, Nick Christmas still split with Nick Hamlet in the finals, and Nick Hamlet was a no-show because his bike broke a cam chain. So basically, the last 3 rounds of the race, Nick Christmas made solos.
Hey, take them how you get them. I don't
Well, the
care.
part of racing is your equipment's got to make it to the next round. So sometimes it ain't on us. Sometimes our bikes just got to be there for us. Unfortunately, Sam's bike wouldn't fire, and then unfortunately, Nick Hamlet's bike broke a cam chain in the semis on his bye. Lord knows I know a lot about that feeling. I've broke many of those in my day. And unfortunately, the Gixxer 1000 don't have an upgrade. So you just got to put it back together and cross your fingers.
Yep, yep. But not to, I mean, that's just the way the race played out, plain and
Yeah, I
simple,
mean,
right?
Nick Christmas, round six, 032 on the tree.
Oh, I was going
Um,
to tell all the lights.
oh,
Go ahead.
well, I mean,
Just do the last. I mean, yeah, tell what, tell.
yeah, the round six, he was the winner. Round six, he was 032. In the semis, he was 032. And the final by itself, he was 026.
Nick's super consistent. His worst light
Yeah.
in that race was a 54 first round. Um, so yeah, shout out to Nick. He was set up. He was ready. Stink said he didn't, he told me himself actually the next day. He's like, man, I don't even feel like I won. He's like, the last 3 rounds, I didn't race anybody. I'm
All he
like,
has to
dude,
do
you
is look
won.
in his wallet. After
Yeah.
XDA, if you win a race, it pays all of them, every one of them. And for the sportsman racers, all the ET races pay well. The gamblers, the bracket bash, the pro ET, the street ET,
Hot
the the
sports.
the top sportsman. I mean, realistically, the least paying sportsman class would be 560, and I think street ET 560 pays 1,000, street ET pays 1,500. I think
Yeah.
so, and they're not terrible. It's just that's That's the two lowest ones. So if you win anything as a sportsman racer at XDA, you can look in your wallet and find out if you won something or not.
Yeah, but I mean, in the spirit of being a competitor, he just, it
Oh,
just
if for
didn't
sure it felt
feel
bad, but
right.
I'd have been like, sweet. Unfortunately for them, I'm about to make me well, I've made many a solos in the finals that I race myself. So I guess I'm
Shut
used to
up.
it.
Shut up. All right. Shout out to Nick. Great job, man. I actually got to race Nick on Sunday, second round, I think. And it was the first time I got to race Nick. Super great racer. I think he was 30 on the tree. He was solid. He's super consistent. And I just happened to come out on the better end of it. So um let's see. Moving on to, I guess we can do some grudge since that's Saturday, right?
Yep.
All right, we will start off with I pulled up boosted bulls, this class is look, the boosted bulls is growing this year. Um
It's outdoing the nitrous bulls right
it's
now. So
it's good to see that and see that there's some interest and some possible more bikes even being built. So that's pretty cool. But Ready Whip, you're gonna have to dethrone Frankie, DME, and Ready Whip because they are on a roll. What is that? Have they won all of them this year? I
I
don't
mean,
even know.
maybe. I'm not even, to be honest, I'm really
Do they
slacking in
keep
that
points in
department.
that? All right, they do. I'm
Yeah,
pulling it
yeah,
up
yeah,
right
they do.
now.
There's championships and everything. Yeah.
Yes, Frankie Stotts and Ready Whip is undefeated on the season. So by my best estimates, let's see, they have 180 points. Derek Beach has 138. I don't know if you can pass. Looks like Derek's finished second every race.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you could. Well, I guess he
Maybe
could
not.
technically could if like Frankie loses first round or something. Anyways, Frankie and DME are looking real good to lock that one up. But Derek's right there hanging tough. So we'll see how that plays out. Shout out to that team. Yeah, who's going to dethrone Ready Whip? That's the question.
They
Oh,
waiting on somebody to give it a shot.
for sure. And then next up,
I got the nitrous bulls
go
pulled
for it
up.
because I done pulled up points and went to the wrong page.
Nitrous Bulls was a three motorcycle race. But payout was still 32.50. Y'all need to
Hmm.
get out there and get that paper if you got a nitrous bike. I'm just saying. But you know, um, you're gonna have to mess with the poppy, David Fondon. He be kicking teeth in on high roller in the nitrous bulls. He got it done. He raced Antonio Patton in the final on Big Dirty. Big Dirty.
Yup.
The next one would be what, DMB
I've already pulled
or
up
Monsters.
Monster,
Okay.
so and it took a minute to load. This one was badass. Okay, it just was. Two awesome people in the final. Of course, Spencer and I are biased, so we would have loved to have our boy Spencer in there, but he got taken out second round by the eventual winner, which was none other than Daddy-O. Super cool. Got his first grudge run, right?
Yeah, yeah. First grudge. I mean, like a shootout, I guess you'd say
Yeah.
overall win, not just like a grudge race
Right,
win. But
right. Got the
um,
big 4,500 payout, and he had to beat James Teasley, aka Crow, the man that does not age. Actually, Daddio doesn't age either. It was like
no,
an ageless wonder in the final, right? Like neither of them.
yeah,
I've known those guys for what, 12, 15 years now, and they all look
long
the
time.
same. And I've went from young and dark black hair to gray hair and dyeing my beard. It's a mess. I don't know how they do
Yeah,
it.
the final was interesting. It was a spin fest. But Daddy O got his hooked up and made it to the finish line first. That's what it takes.
That's right.
Sometimes you got to John Force it down through there, get it done.
So DME, they were flying high Saturday. They took two grudge shootout wins, and that was awesome to see Daddy-O and get that win for sure. And then, like I said, to have it over legendary Crow Teasley, that's badass. That was a cool final.
I got
Oh,
all motor pulled
DMV.
up.
Oh, all motor. You do that. I'll pull up DMV.
I'm confused a little bit. I have to look at the payout structure to understand it. There's 8 motorcycles and it pays 2 grand. I don't understand. But anyway, Poppy, he didn't get it done. He made it to the final, but Mr. Payne on Dark Knight took out Bad Bitch, and that ain't me cussing. That's the bike's name, so I
That's
guess I
right.
did cuss. But
Yeah.
um, I really don't. understand the
Dude, I've
payout.
never understood the grudge payouts. Literally, like even when you go to them, it's confusing.
I
Sorry,
mean,
Jason. It just
there
is.
was 8 motorcycles and it paid 2 grand. I don't understand why. It's supposed to pay all motor. Oh, it's a 16 bike field based at 4,000, so 8 bikes would be 2,000. I got it.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
Yeah.
I get confused every time I've tried to figure
Basically, you
out
got to
payout.
show up to make it
Yeah.
add up. But they're all the shootouts are based on 16 bikes, but some of them has more of an entry fee than others. Like all motor was a 250 entry fee, so
Mhm.
at 8 bikes to pay the winner and runner up, it's 100% payout. Basically,
Gotcha.
makes sense now after I pulled it up. But I had to do that because I was lost there for a minute. I was like, why does this check say 2 grand? But now I understand.
I don't know, man. I've looked at the boosted bulls payout because I have a slight interest in that class.
Pays eleven
And
hundred. Its entry's $1,100. So
for what?
basic,
Boosted bulls?
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No way. It ain't that.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
it's like 500.
No.
Yeah, it's 500.
Oh, nitrous bulls is a G.
Oh,
Boosted bulls is 500.
dang. Nitrous bulls is $1,000.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
I
probably
didn't
why the
even know
class
that.
is so low. And then monster bulls is 500.
Huh.
That explains why there was just 3 bikes in nitrous bulls. To drop a
Yeah.
G just to race is a big deal. I mean, I know they're
We're
supposed
gonna
to
have
be
to
the
talk to
judge
Jason about
gamblers.
that. Yeah.
He probably ought to just move that one like the rest of them, make it
Yeah.
500. But the problem is a lot of the nitrous bikes are going to the DMV bulls, which cost 300 to race, and they're racing for 4,800, and they always get full fields. It seems like. So,
Yeah, that stuff is
now on the entry fee and payouts on the bottom of all their payout structures, XDA adds 1K um, to runner up if there's 4 to 8 bikes, and if there's 9 to 16 bikes, and it pays XDA adds 2K. So the more bikes, the more they add to the thing. You just got to be there. So DMV Bulls is always the biggest class.
in talking to DMV Bulls, shout out to our buddy, the renowned bracket racer Nick Hamlet, who we've already talked about. Unfortunately, couldn't
Double O
make it.
Racing. Double
Yeah.
O Racing is taking over some of this grudge stuff.
So Dwayne Jackson in his stock seat position 1K misbehaving, he turned the controls over to Nick at the beginning of the year. Might have even been end of last year. I can't keep time straight anymore. But
It was last year, I think. I think he
and
raced it once.
and they've been working, and it's just really cool. Dustin and I both know them really well and good friends of ours, and just
Good
hearing them
people.
talk, and you know many a times Nick had been talked about, it sounded like, and offered, or not offered, like there was talk of maybe getting some potential rides on grudge bikes, and just nothing ever really panned out. So Dwayne, they're super tight, double O racing, he gave him a shot, and look, DMV Bulls champion at the WPGC Bikefest, biggest event of the year. None other than misbehaving in Nick Hamlet, getting the win over Alex Coupez in Monkey Business. Shout out to them. That's awesome. I was super excited to see that. Nick's member university win. We're not taking credit for grudge racing. You just hold her wide open, but that's our boy.
Hey, you got to be able to
Shout
cut a
out.
light too in that though.
That's right.
We help you in that department too. Hell, we talk about tuning if they need it. We got
Yeah.
this covered.
Yeah, yeah. So that was cool. I was excited to see that.
Yeah.
Moving on. We got
That's
Saturday.
all the grudge life. Saturday is complete.
All right. We're on to Sunday.
Sunday.
This is where you and I shined.
No, no.
What? Yeah, yeah.
You ever seen like sometimes LED lights will still power up when the key's off? That's kind of that's how I was. I wasn't shining.
Yeah, the purple bike does that nonstop.
Yeah,
Just so I
mine
gotta
does
charge the
too.
battery. All right. Uh, you want to talk about 560?
It's just yeah. I mean, it'll be the quickest one to get over here. So,
You want me to talk about 560?
number one
Let's do it
qualifier was Nick
reverse.
Noble,
All right, you go ahead.
560 with a 3. Jimmy Miller though was 560 with a 3. Number 2 qualifier, and then this little hillbilly down here by the name of Dustin Lee went a 62 because my 559.9 was under the number, so I just rolled out of it. Anyway, it was pretty cool. Stuck it in the final. I did with Nick Noble, which is a good friend of mine, also University of Wynn person, and had a good race. He had me on the tree by one, I think a little bit more than one. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was 039. He was 025.
But you had 39, so that's a good number.
Yeah, I went dead two off the gas a smidge. He went a 64. I almost broke out. I almost messed it up. I will elaborate. I was salty when I run that final because I lost a round before in the bracket bash by being a knucklehead or the pro ET. And
You race
I
good when you're
was
salty.
I mean, no, I didn't really race good. I was on autopilot, but I could have raced the finish line better. I think I took like 020 something stripe, but either way,
Well, you weren't thinking, whatever you want to call it, it worked out.
it cost my baby me to buy my daughter a toy because I told her that day. She asked me how I done Saturday, and I said I was a loser, and she said you're not a loser to me. I'm like, well, I'm a loser at racing today. And then
Uh-uh.
Sunday morning, I told her that if I won something, I was going to buy her a toy. So I had to buy her a toy.
What did she get? What did Harper get?
Some kind of little kitchen set, My Life doll. I'm sure people that's got kids know about My Life dolls for girls, and you will know eventually, I'm sure. Um,
Yeah.
Ben, you'll be learning about that. But she loves like little dolls and houses and playing like house, so that's what she got. I think I was working Monday or one day, and that's what Tamara went and got her. They went and picked it out that day or so. Oh yeah, because Tamara was off work Monday, so they went and got it. So, but yeah, I mean, I needed that. I ain't gonna lie, I hadn't won an XDA all year. So,
You and
one
me
of the
both.
biggest things was I got my motorcycle back. I'd been fighting
Yeah.
a tire popping out of the beans issue, and little help from Penske and my boy Dustin. We got that covered up, and I had a motorcycle that I could count on, and I could just race again. And I don't want to sound like a egotistical idiot, but for me, 560 is just autopilot. I don't have to. I've done that for so many years that if I can go up there and I was 02, 03 every hit. And if they can outdo that, then they're going to beat me. That's just the way I race it. I do like 560, but to me, it's just, I've done it so much and I've got so many, I know my bike so well how to tune it to make it run. And it's just, I basically pull ignition timing to make it run the number. And it worked.
Yep. Yep. Guess we'll move on to you got a dub.
Yeah.
XDA dub for the year. I was next in line. It's like I said earlier, it's funny how shit works out. For me, I raced lights out Friday, got beat, wasn't mad. Mark Schwab whooped my ass. After I laid down a good package. Saturday, started off running great until we had 4 hour difference in whatever round it was. We sat around for a while.
Sit around for a while, 2 or 3 hours at least, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So, anyways, then I just missed it Saturday evening, but Sunday. I mean, look, I made it to the final of Pro ET, and it wasn't pretty getting there. Y'all can go look it up. And I raced some pretty good people along the way. Like I said, got the pleasure of getting to race Mr. Christmas. That was cool. First time we got to race. I raced Clay Davies along the way. Great racer. Had Montrell Johnson, another great racer. I'm trying to think who else. Charles Cave. I mean, like I raced some good racers, and I just was getting lucky Sunday. I just flat out get lucky. We get down to three bikes. I got the bye to the final. Don't know how that happened, and I decided to lay a goose egg in my freebie pass. Had my worst light of the weekend, so that's real heartwarming going in the final. But I got my homies who got my back. I got my ultimate crew chief and Uncle Walt, and then I got Dustin Lee and Jimmy Miller, the squirrel. Seriously, those two helped me out so much in the last two or three rounds. From Squirrel doing some pushbacks and
Probably
Dustin.
more so the final for me, but
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. And then the final, basically, Dustin and Jimmy dialed the bike for me because I was a little bit probably scattered at that point because somehow I was in the final. I'd made some not too stellar passes. My bike was all over the place on it. Anyways, they calmed me down. And then the last thing Dustin said was like, none of this matters if you don't hit the tree. And I said, that's a good point. And that 90 ain't going to cut it when I got to race the ET Gangster in the final. Fun fact, me and Jeff raced, I think it was 3 years to the weekend in the Gamblers race in July 3 years ago. And as the story goes, we had to finish the race Saturday morning. And at that time, I entered Gambler's race because I was only running Real Street, right? So I didn't have to get up till like noon on Saturday. I was not happy. Me and Jeff were first thing down the track Saturday morning. In fact, I tried to talk him out of racing it, but he said he needed a run. So I was perfect on Jeff that Saturday morning intentionally. I tried to drill him to the tree. Fast forward 3 years later, we find ourselves in the big Pro ET final, and I'm perfect again. This time I was not trying to be perfect, but my boy's pep talk must have worked. Dustin had me fired up and gave it my best effort, and just got lucky because perfect is, you know,
I
thousand
just
from
knew
red.
the calm Ben that we'd been seeing for the past few years wasn't going to get it done. So I needed like to influence you a little.
You did. You did. It was helpful.
You
And
can't
then
be 0405 against Jeff. You know what I mean? Like it ain't gonna
yeah. And
work.
I was good Friday. If Friday I was racing, we'd have been solid. But I needed the pep talk, and they dialed me in 8:57, and I went a 56 with a 4. So it was double breakout, and I got the win over Jeff, who still graciously agreed to be in the school call this week, despite, as he says, like, don't ever do that again. Like if we race for a third time, I'm perfect. That's yeah, I'll probably go red. So
Street
yeah,
ET.
next. Sorry, we took too long. I had to recap my little glory.
I got it pulled up. Daniel Stribling was the winner of Brock's Performance Street ET. And I'm going to mess this name up. Cody Van Bleek. Maybe I did that right. Anyway,
Sound pretty good.
yeah, Cody went red. Daniel was 063, dialed a 1018, went a 1023. Got him a Street ET dub. I was actually cutting up in the staging lanes with Daniel. I think it was Saturday night. So I like seeing people. That's just cool going out there and getting it done, and having a good time. I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of us go racing, and win is really good for your morale.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's super good to see him in the winner's circle.
You know what's cool about that too? I'm like 99% sure at the June race, and I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive it was Daniel. I pretty much witnessed a vehicle hit his bike as he was riding through the pits
Yeah,
with
I
his
remember
kid
that.
riding. That was
Yeah, I
Daniel,
think.
right?
Yeah, I
And
think
like
so.
they just like right in front of Dustin's pit, like there was a cross section. This car just didn't even look, and like luckily Daniel thought quick and basically just kind of stopped and froze and basically got nudged over and like fell over with the bike and was able to kind of toss his kid off, and it all worked out, but it was just a mess. So see him come back and not have any major damage, and like you said, just have a really great weekend after obviously not the best at the race
Hey, one
before.
one good weekend at the racetrack will overrule 20 bad ones
Oh yeah.
every time. Like yeah, everybody needs it.
So that was
On to the
cool.
on to the pros. I'm gonna start off with the GOAT. We're gonna go super stock racing.
Let's do it.
JT, you
Does it
know,
again.
man, you put that kid on a ZX14 stock wheelbase, everybody in trouble. You know, I'm not saying there's not good riders other than Jeremy in the class. I'm just saying that boy. I mean, he had a specific green 14 that Ben absolutely hated racing. And
Oh, I was so
he had
happy when he sold that thing.
yeah,
F
he
that
had a
bike.
stock wheelbase ZX14 that he used to run crazy eights. It was lowered and short, and I think it had motor work, but he would go 165 mile an hour on that thing and just scramble people's eggs in crazy eights. But on the super stock, Jeremy went an 883 at 160 racing Jimmy Leach, and Jimmy went a 896 at 159. Now, Jimmy is a good dude. I think I don't want to say Jimmy's kind of new, right? Like, you know who I'm talking about,
Oh,
right? Jimmy. I'm pretty sure Jimmy is the person. Yeah, Jimmy's the person that was hanging out with us talking about trailers and toy haulers and stuff in my trailer of the last race.
I don't know, man. Like sometimes, I mean, if it was late at night, I certainly don't remember.
Yeah, yeah. He won, I think, at Virginia one race last year.
I'm trying to think.
I'm double checking it.
I'm
I'm
trying
double
to get
checking it
the
right now.
name with the face. That's what I'm bad about.
I'm double checking it right now because
Okay, I see him. Yeah, I think I got
maybe
him.
not. Maybe
I don't
not.
know.
I might be wrong. I thought it was.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it ain't pulling it up for some reason. My phone's acting stupid. Anyway, if he's the one I'm thinking of, good guy, good racer. Either way, it was a good race. You know, Jeremy just done Jeremy things. Number one qualifier was Jeremy. He went 888. You know, Mike Davis, probably one of the bigger guys in the class, was number two at 890. So
Yep, and
actually, the
they
guy I'm
raced in the
thinking of
semis.
is Tim Cottrell. That's
Oh
the
yeah,
guy I'm thinking of. So
I
Jimmy
was
Leach
say.
wasn't. Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
Jimmy. We probably do
yeah,
know you.
yeah. I'm
Yes,
sure I do.
yeah, Tim, for sure. Tim made it to the round three
Semis. Yeah, round three. Yeah,
where
yeah.
he lost to Jimmy Leach.
Okay, okay.
Super close race. Tim had him by 100th on the tree and got beat by 200ths on the track. So like 0-1 margin right there. And then, as
Yeah.
you said, actually, P. Cooper on the Gen 3 Busa made it to that round as well and had to race the GOAT.
Well, he
Wasn't his
must have
name.
had something happen on the launch because he was 014 on the tree, which is not common.
Taking a
Yeah,
swipe at the GOAT, man. You got
yeah,
to. And
yeah. He
then,
went for it, then it messed his pass up. It looks
yeah,
like.
and Mike Davis gave it his all to beat the GOAT. It's just, man, Mike's at a disadvantage with that weight, but he's a hell of a rider. He proves it. That's our buddy. He
He gonna
proves it
have to. He gonna
every
have to lay
race.
off Uncle Walt's cooking if he wants to win on Sunday. I'm just saying.
Oh shit, that
He'll
is
be coming
funny.
over 8 them pounds. He might. That could be 2 or 3 mile an hour he needs out the back. You never know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put him on the Steve Johnson diet for a couple
Yeah,
weeks.
he come over and just hand him a bowl of broccoli and be like, "Look, boss, we
That's
tired
all
of
you
seeing
get,
these
bro.
semis and runners ups. You gonna have to work on this." He'd be
Mike,
so mad he'd play
Tommy, if you
punches.
hear this before Mike, let him know. Let him know we on his ass. We on his
I'm
ass.
bringing a bag of broccoli to Virginia. I swear, I'm gonna do
Oh, I will too, 100%.
it.
In fact, I hope they don't listen to this. I hope they
Yeah,
don't listen and we
just
just
to
show up.
surprise them.
We bring in broccoli. Shout out to our homie Steve Johnson, 500 races under his belt, pro stock motorcycle. Yeah, we're bringing the broccoli out.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
that's
got.
what you get, Mike. You come to Uncle Walt's
Yeah,
place, you getting broccoli. We might throw a little salt, a pinch of salt on it, maybe a little butter on it, but probably not.
I'm gonna let you do the next one, which would be the quickest and fastest index class in motorcycle drag racing.
All right, 460.
I like this win. He's
Yeah,
actually on fire right now. He just now won another one.
I know he is. Number one qualifier, none other than probably the go to 460. Ronnie Procopio was number one, 460 with a one. Darian Payne was number two. Then we had Joe Procopio number three, Ricky Butler, Aaron Pilot. Yeah, that sounds right. I was
Yeah.
thinking in my Fabian voice. Anyways, we get down to the semis. You got Aaron Pilot, yeah, that sounds right. Taking out Ronnie Procopio. Aaron's a past champion, right? I think.
Yeah, I
So
think Ronnie broke a motor in the
actually it
round
does
three.
look like there was yeah, it does not look like Ronnie made the pass, but still Aaron got to win. And then so it was dual Procopios in the semis after qualifying well. Joe was in the other semi against Kenny Cornell, another past champion, right?
Yeah, he laid down 11 pack on Joe.
Yeah, he
Joey
wasn't taking an
ineligible.
L there.
I just want to
And
say that Joe put a 4 pack on me in Pro ET first round. So now he know what it feel like. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, his 11 total ineligible. And Joe was good. He was 13 on the tree. Just got smacked. Got smacked.
Yeah.
Man, like you said, super cool. I feel like it's been a minute since we seen Kenny get in the winner's circle.
Told y'all, you
Very
got to have them wins.
Yep.
Sometimes Lord be blessing you. You have 20 bad races, you get that one. You know?
Very deserving winner. His dad's always with him. They're always race together. Just a
Yeah, Pops
great
race,
group.
top sportsman.
Yep. So Dave and Kenny and just really cool to see them getting the win because, man, it feels like it's been a minute, and they're always super positive and always upbeat when you see them at the
Good people.
racetrack. So
Good people. Yeah,
shout out to
that family
Kenny.
is A+ family.
And then, like you said, he won the I think was
This past
Elite
weekend.
460
Hmm.
at Maryland this past weekend.
Yeah.
He's on a roll, two in a row.
I don't know how he was racing there, but at XDA, they didn't want them problems. That boy
No,
was killing it.
no, for sure. Moving on, what's next? What do you want to
You
hit
know,
next? Go
I
for it.
mean, let's do
You
the
want me
B
to get it?
class.
All
I'm
right.
gonna do the B class. There's only one person in it. It's that damn Pennsylvania boys. Andrew
Yeah,
Ritchie. He won Pro Street B, went a 706 at 200, which is probably
200. That was what he was
his
trying to
career
get.
fastest he ever been. Now he's wanting to go a six. I'm sure if he ain't done it. I'm just proud that he ain't letting off the gas. I hope he hears this because Spencer built him my all motor bike that's supposed to be sprayed and he'd be chicken winging it according to the standalone data logs. So he holds her wide open on this turbo bike. Must not be as intimidating as a big old gangster motor that
Look,
Spencer built.
that bike is immaculate.
Oh
Looking at that
yeah.
thing the race before, holy cow, AJ, that
Yeah,
is
AJ
whew,
builds, he don't cut corners. He don't care to spend whatever it takes to build a top quality motorcycle. And everything he's ever had, even his bracket bikes were just super clean, nice stuff. You know. And
yep,
that one is probably the
top of the list
extra
for sure.
level.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Because it's, costs more money, so you're gonna do it the way you want it. So
yeah. So shout out to that team, getting their feet wet in Pro Street. That was cool to see our boy Richie, who is a hoot. If you don't know him, he's effing
yeah.
hilarious. He's
I've got some good
hilarious.
videos of him doing silly things on my phone somewhere. I'll let you
Um,
take over and do real screet.
Real screet. So,
And I just
me and
got
Dustin are
before
trying
you
not to
go,
ruffle the feathers.
man, this dude here that won this, I mean, honestly, he's probably the best hand clutch power rider motorcycle rider there is racing right now, in my opinion.
That's racing right now.
Yeah.
RG 62, Mr. Ricky Gatson. He gets the big wind, and as Dustin pointed out, Ricky is one of the few that can legitimately cut a light with a true
And
hand
ride the
clutch
motorcycle.
power adder bike. And
Yep.
he's got it. And me and Dustin know some tricks to it, but aside from first round where George Cross went left a little early and Ricky probably had him covered ET wise, no disrespect there, but probably laid up a bit. But round two, RG is 22 on the tree. I mean, literally these all motor reaction times. Uh Semifinals, he is 34. Who shout out to Super Dave, who was 26. They are rolling in, taking shots at tree. I don't know what it is. In the final, he comes back, he's 31. So, but we have to give shout out where shout outs due, and that's the number one qualifier, Miss Destiny
Breaking records.
Spurlock. Breaking records. Is that the all motor record now?
I think the 44 was a new all motor record.
Because I didn't Poppy do something.
Thought he went like a 6 or a 5 or something
Hold on,
the
I'm looking
last
up right
race.
now. Okay, so Poppy didn't get the record. Poppy got a 742 at the last race.
Oh, okay. So
But
she didn't get the record. Okay.
Miss Spurlock came out, wowed the field, went a 744. Um Ricky qualified number two, 745 at 195 with power adder. Poppy 745 and Jason Ionati 749 rounding out the field. Our top qualifiers there. And like we said, shout out
It's
to
crazy,
the
old Ricky,
finals.
man. He's so good at it. You just sprinkle him right in there in that top 5 all motorbikes, and he's in there with a power adder. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Destiny was all motor, Fondon all motor, Inaudi all motor, Marcus Hilton all motor, but Ricky number 2 qualifier on a power adder. It's
Yep.
crazy.
Yep. So and it was 15 bike field, so one bike short of a full field and
That's Spencer's fault. He
yeah, I was gonna
he
say
didn't
it's
get his
Spencer's
done.
fault.
He
So
was trying to finish it.
but Ricky won on the whole shot. He was 031. Destiny missed it. She was 80 and she went a quicker 746 in the finals to lose to Ricky 749. But like we said, was that her second or first race? I think it was the second one.
Maybe. Yeah. It was either
In
first or
Real
second
Street.
race.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
just double check real quick. See
I
if the
just,
bike showed out.
Ricky. I think I said this the last time we talked about it. Like he is the one person that I know that can go up there and consistently hit the tree and ride the motorcycle with a power rider.
Because it's
The
hard to do
rest
with
of
a
them's
true hand clutch
it
also.
really is because you got to have so much spring pressure to hold the power, and not slip the clutch down track. So it's just hard to ride. And he is. I told him that. I give him props. I'm like, you're the only person I know that can do it consistent. I'm not saying it can't be done here and there because obviously Super Dave did it. In round three, Super Dave was 026, but in round one, Super Dave was 082.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's just hard to do it every time, or round two, he was 082. Round one, Super Dave was 0.21. So, it's just a different kind of challenge. All motors probably more meticulous on hitting if they don't have auto shift, hitting the shift points, lunging with the bike when it leaves, staying tucked, all that good stuff. Kind of like pro stop motorcycle, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I did verify that was Destiny's second race. Impressive. Girl is flying. She can
Yeah,
ride. We know that.
she can always, yeah, she's always been able to ride. I mean, she actually prepped herself good because the past few years she's been riding. I want to say it's the same motorcycle, but it just had a stock motor in it,
Yeah.
and that was
Oh yeah.
Cortland's. And man, she's been fast on it. Like I want to say they run sevens, all motor, stock motor, on that thing. And basically, it was kind of really good move for them just to throw a motor in it because she'd been riding that motorcycle for so long.
Yep.
Super great job. Good, good team. Destiny's always super nice and humble. It's very cool.
Yeah. So shout out there. Shout out and credit where credit's due. Congratulations to both competitors. That was awesome. Cool final. You want to close us out with the fastest
Man,
class?
you know, DME had a weekend.
Woo.
DME won heavy hitter, the Monster Bulls grudge. They won Boosted Bulls grudge, and they be winning Pro Street. They won 560. If you want to get straight up about it. So they had a good weekend.
Yeah.
Jason Dunnigan, he had to race the goat in the finals. Uh, man, he got treed. Rodney was 027 and Jason was 066, but Rodney's bike must have spun or something early on because he didn't go nowhere near, or the bike was hurt. Who knows? But Jason went a 650 at 218. Rodney was probably on the override button because he went 667 at 232. He
Yeah.
was probably scrambling some eggs, as Ben calls it down there,
Uh-huh.
trying to catch up. The round before,
I was gonna say give
and
him the round
Rodney's a
before.
tree killing, man. He was 026 in the semis and went 640 at 234. And
He was
then,
also 026 the round before in 040,
wow,
041 the round before
God dang,
that.
goat man, Mr. Rodney, will you help me out? Like he's out there like me in 560. You know what I mean? He getting it done.
41, 26, 26,
He
27.
raced Mark Randeluke in the semis. Mark was 051, 651 at
Yeah.
230. Jason's semi was against Fondon on the HTP bike. Jason was 067, 645 at 233. Fondon was 049, 691. So, I mean, even Jason was consistent on the tree,
Yeah.
just not like Rodney was. Even in let's see, the round two, Jason was
He was
100.
100,
He'd
but
be sleeping.
yeah, I mean, look, you know that sometimes you just know
Got a
you have
race.
a
Yeah.
well, you know you have a performance
Yeah.
advantage in these heads up classes. So
I
ain't
gotta,
nothing wrong with being a little late when you got a couple hundos or tenths
these
in the
pro
bag.
street guys, though, in qualifying, Rodney went a 636 at 238 or
Well,
228.
you gotta preface it though. Our homie from the north, Mr. Shaker,
That's
comes
the one I
out
was going to
and
next.
runs a 639 before Rodney.
Yeah, he did. He laid a 39 at
So
234.
Rodney, and that's shout out to Justin Shaker, and then Jason was third at a 43. Um, but Rodney said, "No, sir, not in my class," and he turned his knobs and he went a 36 and slapped everybody back down.
But
I've
you
been telling
gotta
y'all he's got
admit,
them knobs. You got to make Rodney go for it. He just hangs back.
Well, he told Spencer that he was going to light him up, and dang, he did. And but you got to admit that Shaker, that's the only guy going on that racetrack that the bike's afraid of the rider. I'm just saying, like
Yeah,
he
100%.
manhandles muscles, tree chopping motherfucker on that bike. He pushes it down that racetrack. The bike don't want to go. He's like, "You're going." He just
Yep.
sends it down through there.
Yep. And
um,
I think and actually talking about that, I think unfortunately Shaker got pulled off the line, I think, in the second round for a little bit of oil leakage or something. I think I heard maybe a couple drops from out of the diaper, probably from around before. So I'm
yeah.
pretty sure that's so unfortunate, but that's what happened to Justin.
Wow, that
Uh,
sucks.
yeah, it did. It
I
really
mean,
did.
I'll say this straight up. I've got a diaper on my bike, and if they leak anything in them, you ain't getting it out and putting it back on
Yeah.
there. You have to just leave it off because it's not coming out. You can take it and water hose it, but then it's going to dry. It's just,
I think
I
that
don't
was
know
a
the
story. Don't
situation.
hold me to it. It was something like that.
Yeah.
So,
Either way,
anyways,
DME, great, great deal for them to go out there and get it done. We all know Rodney is the man in
yep.
Pro Street. And if you say he ain't, you in denial big time because he's been killing it for the past what 4 or 5 years probably.
Longer than that,
I
but
mean, really, really hard. I remember back when what was it, the No Fear bike that he
oh
rode
yeah,
or whatever, and was
yep.
super fast back in the day at NHRO. He was setting records. So um,
But
great
well
weekend
deserved
for
for the
them.
Dunnigans. I mean, like
Yeah.
that's like first family of drag racing
Yep.
there,
Yeah.
had the whole crew, Dave, Brooke, everybody, the kids. So that was cool. I
Yeah.
know that
Yeah.
means a lot to Jason and
Yeah.
his
It was good to
family.
see the whole family. DME's when you go out to their pits in the evenings, it's family. Demi has his family there. Jason's got his family there.
It's all
Um,
changed.
I get to see little Sadie. Well, I talk to Sadie on the phone at the shop quite often, and it was always good to see her. I don't get to see her. I used to not get to see her much, but now she seems to be at the racetrack a lot. So super cool. Great weekend for DME. Sure.
Yep. And that
We
wraps up
covered it.
XDA racing, man. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next event is June or August. I'm tired, I guess. August 23rd through 25th. We are at VMP finally. I love VMP.
This weekend, if you're wanting to go racing,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
NHGRO.
Upcoming races. Our boy and our lady, Brian and Nikki Welch, still doing the Midwest right with some great races, guaranteed payouts. You need to be there if you're up anywhere, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky. Head to Muncie Dragway. Is it Muncie, Dustin? Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
wait, it
think
is Muncie.
so. And
Sorry,
Muncie
Muncie.
also has they used to have guardrails. Now they got concrete
Yep.
barriers.
They got concrete barriers, and I know Trevor posted they're going the Schnitz crew. They've been frequenting NHDRO, so I think Trevor even said if you need some last minute parts, let them know before the weekend. So good to see our sponsors out there supporting other series for sure. So yeah, hope they have a great weekend of
Yeah.
racing. The
Next
weekend
weekend, if you want
after.
to race
Yep.
SDBA
Yep.
in Kentucky.
Yeah, US 60 Dragway. Have you ever been
Yeah.
there?
Nope. It's recently resurfaced, had some bumps. Mass Traction went out there and supposedly cut her down, got her right. We're gonna find out. It looks nice. It's all concrete. It looks nice. We're gonna learn today when I go there. So we'll see. I might even load up the Trunchbull to take her just in case she'll go down anything. We'll find out. Should be fine. They had I watched it before they reground the track to make it smoother. It was brand new, like the track was still gray concrete, and they had a no prep event there. And I was watching, they had bikes, and I watched some of the lives, and other than them just spinning a lot, it seemed fine. There wasn't no rubber on the track at the time, so I'll send it.
Good deal.
I
So
don't
we
know
got
what's
those
after
two
that.
covered.
Oh, after that
Um,
would be XDA.
yeah, it'd be XDA.
Yeah,
I went in
yeah,
reverse order. Sorry, we were talking XDA.
yeah.
But we are going to do some giveaways, of course, to you for y'all, the awesome subscribers. We appreciate y'all. Yeah, let's just do it. We're gonna give away couple Larry McBride shirts, I think. I'll probably send you two.
Nice.
Because shout out, we left him off. That's our homie, Larry McBride, Spider-Man. He
Yeah.
supports us. He supports Red
Yeah.
Hill, just so you know.
He supports me and you,
That's right.
us
Big
hillbilly
supporter.
rednecks.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna give away some Larry t-shirts. I don't even remember what I have, but you might get
You get
one, you
what you
might
get.
get two, you might get three. I don't fucking know, to be honest.
You're getting what
But
you
you're
get.
getting some Larry shirts. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead. And then we're gonna give away something else because we're just giving away stuff. Can you
It's that
see the
time.
screen?
I can see it.
Do it for Dale. 1, 2, 3 shuffles, and we're off to the races.
And we're spinning.
So after that, we're going to give away a shock service from Penske Shocks. Was it's like almost a $200 value, right? You send in your shock, they
Yep.
disassemble
Mm-hmm.
it. Well, actually, I think first they dyno it and record all the settings, right? And then
Yep.
disassemble, full service, clean it up,
Polish your
reassemble.
shaft.
Yeah, the shock wizard loves it when we talk about shaft polishing.
Oh, he gets mad at us. We
Gosh,
love
yeah.
you, Dustin.
Yeah, we love you, buddy. So, yeah, we're gonna give that away next. So,
Oh, here we go. It's coming to a stop.
I can't even see the names; they're so small, to be
And
honest.
it might be on uh man, Derek Riffle,
Oh, it's gonna
Mike
keep
Reed,
spinning.
Burt Vines, Pam
It might
Rogers.
be the Rogers again.
It could be Pam Rogers.
It
It
is Pam
is.
Rogers.
Man, that's
Congratulations,
cool.
Pam. We will get
Got some
your
t-shirts.
shirts sent out. All right,
Yeah.
do it
I
for
live
Dale.
about an
1,
hour and
2,
45 minutes from.
3. Yep, down in Windrock, right?
Yep. You know,
And the next prize for tonight, courtesy of Penske Racing Shocks and Dustin's Air, a
we're
shock server.
spinning.
We're spinning.
Coincidentally, we're spinning and spinning ain't winning. So you need a Penske racing shot.
Yeah, for sure.
Whoa. Is it froze?
No, it's not.
Are you
It's not on
froze?
my end. I might be frozen. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
I need
Yeah,
Jeopardy music.
you lagged a little bit there. The wheel is
Computers tired like me.
yeah.
All
Damn
right, let's see.
Elon be slacking on us right now.
Yeah, I need some more upload speed, Elon. I don't know who this is going to be.
Still going pretty fast on my end.
I think it might be.
I can't believe you're guessing. My wheel is flying.
No, I'm way ahead of you then. It's going to stop soon.
Well, you're gonna know before me because I mean
Mr.
it's
Stevens.
what?
They got some Penske shocks on their fleet, right?
I mean, what? It ain't stopped on me. I can't even see it
Oh,
yet.
Richard Stevens. Stevens.
Okay,
Pops.
pops. All right,
Pops, yeah.
cool. All right, yeah, they I think they do. I
I
mean,
mean,
you
I
know,
assume
Evan.
that they had bought some from you or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Evan surely talked about him a bunch, you know, but I don't know. I think right now he actually has a shock that he got from Mike on there. Maybe. I don't know.
Well,
Either
they got a
way,
shock service.
Pops has got a shock service.
Yep,
Evan ain't got nothing. Pops
that's
got it.
true. That's
So
true. All right, I'm putting this in my spreadsheet. What's the date? 08, 06, because I keep track of everything. Penske shock service. What else you got for tonight?
man, I mean, we planned on doing a recap. We done that. We
Sorry, it
shout out
wasn't as much enthusiasm as y'all
upcoming
needed.
races. We done that. We shout out our sponsors. Shout out Larry. We give some stuff away.
That's all we got then.
I do want to ask the people listening if you have any suggestions on something you want to hear us talk about or somebody you want on here, maybe hit us with a comment or something.
Yeah, we
Just
got a little
because,
break in all the pro stock action and stuff. So
yeah, we be doing what we do. But I mean, if there's something specific that you guys send over that intrigues us, we'll line it up. You know, I don't even know what the future is on our interviews. We got Steve finally, so that's done.
uh-huh.
I don't know. Maybe we'll you know
We,
who
we,
ain't had on
we,
here in a
well,
while?
we need to get some more industry people on here. I don't know if we can get, maybe Steve Nichols, and we can get Jason from Full Spectrum, probably. I mean, we can get some people on here.
I know one that needs to be on here.
Go ahead if you want to
Da-
share.
Dan Rudd.
Mm,
What an icon.
yep.
Like what a person from our sport that has been in it forever and has been around the block and done, he's
He
air
said
over
he would
air,
do
air
one before. I
shifters.
just got to
Yeah, yeah,
remind
yeah.
him.
He would be me and Dan. I know Dan would do good at this with us because me and Dan get on the phone together. It's a 30, 45-minute deal every time.
Yeah.
So we can ramble. Me and Dan can just BS. And I just feel like that he would be a good one. So I know he's a busy guy, but we might need to try to work on him. And then anybody that the listeners want to hear, I mean, we might have to get if we want to get back in the pro stock world again, we might have to get Hollywood back in here, see what he's feeling, see what he wants to talk about.
And I still need to call Hollywood. Need to talk with him.
You talking about Broderick Jackson or Gage?
Oh, sorry. I got sidetracked. Yep. My bad.
Man Cub
Sorry.
Hollywood.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm talking about
you passed
Hollywood
me.
Herrera.
I know. My bad. I zoned out for a second. I heard Hollywood. There's two Hollywoods.
Yeah.
It gets me confused. Anyways, that's all we got for tonight, right?
Yeah, I mean, you guys.
Obviously, I'm losing brain power.
Yeah.
Let us know what y'all want to hear. We will work on lining up. We're kind of in I'd say it's like a slight low. So we'll try and get you an interview in the next week or two, couple weeks.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. Tuesday. You probably don't even know what that means, do you?
I have no clue what you're talking about, but it sounded funny.
There's this guy named Sketch on. He went like viral, and he says stuff like that when he plays video games.
Man, I just gotta say that every time I upload our podcast videos and it gives you like a thumbnail from the clip, and it's just always like you're just like smiling so happily. Like it's
I got
always
this beautiful
picks that.
smile.
Yeah, and it's just like I laugh my fucking ass off every time when it plops you up in there, and you're just like, "Hey man, what's up, everybody?"
I'll turn YouTube on, and sometimes the home screen will just be up, and Harper go, "Hey, it's you." I'm like, "Yeah, it's me."
Famous or infamous, whatever you want to say.
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I just push play and go out in the garage. It's a view.
Oh, by the way, if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, we're putting Kaylee's videos up from Racing the Lens. Subscribe to Kaylee's channel to see some sportsman coverage. I actually just got the Bikefest videos today, so we'll get them uploaded and bring y'all some more content.
Yeah, and I multitasted last race and made y'all a cool little grudge clip.
Oh,
actually,
I know.
Grudge / Pro Street.
Yep.
Done that on badass. Monday, I think it was, when we got home.
Shit, yeah, you had it quick. So
yeah. Well, I mean, I had to just, it was in here. I had to get it out before I forgot. So anyway,
all right, that's all we got for tonight, y'all. Thank y'all. We'll bring you a good one coming soon. Sorry, I think we ride the wave. We had all the excitement with Steve, and then I don't know.
Steve sucked all the life out of us. I love that. Look, I don't know about y'all, but
I
Steve's
laughed
interview
my ass off so much.
Was so
I might,
good.
You know what?
I still want funnel cakes, and then maybe go hook up with some girls, like hang out with some girls. That's what he talked about, was funnel cakes and girls. Like,
I ain't even gonna say that on here. No, I'll refrain.
No,
I'll refrain from that.
But funnel cakes, I'll be liking them.
Look,
this diet's got me.
I don't know that I'm almost positive I've not went back and ever listened to any of our shows, at least in entirety, for sure.
I thought you was about to say you don't think you've ever had a funnel cake.
No, I've had funnel cakes.
What?
But I might actually go back and listen to one with Steve. I feel like I'll laugh just as hard and maybe even catch some shit that I didn't catch.
The enthusiasm. And then the deal about Angel, and he turned his hat sideways, talking about her coming hanging out in the hood with the pro stock guys,
and him squirreling on us all the time. It was funny. It was good times.
Yeah, I mean, it was just good stuff. And but I think anytime you get Steve on air, it's that way. Even at the racetrack and the shutdown, he's always silly Steve. So, and I do want to get him back on here at some point.
He's got tons of stories. We didn't even crack the surface. So
yeah.
Let us know what y'all want to hear, and we'll see y'all in a week or two.
Let us know.
Sounds good. All right, y'all take care. I love y'all. We'll see you.